Hey Wanderlust seekers and cruise enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel. We're Chloe and Ludwig. The next handful of videos are going to be nothing short of extraordinary. We're diving headfirst into the world of luxury and excitement as we embark on a 2-week adventure aboard a Virgin Voyages cruise. If you've ever dreamt of cruising in style, sipping cocktails on the open sea and experiencing the ultimate vacation, then you're in for an absolute treat. We're about to take you on a virtual journey through the Tasman. We'll explore our stunning cabin, indulge in delectable cuisine at their world-class restaurants, check out the top-notch amenities, the jaw-dropping destinations, and get a taste of the impressive onboard entertainment that await us on this 14-night adventure. Whether you're a seasoned cruiser or someone who's never stepped foot on a ship before, buckle up for the adventure of a lifetime as we set sail on this 2-week extravaganza. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join our little travel community because you won't want to miss a single moment of this unforgettable journey. Hello there and welcome back to the Chan. If you missed our last episode, we've just finished off a 4-day journey across the whole of Australia via train. This train took us from Sydney all the way to Perth over 4 days and 3 nights. Once in Perth, we jumped off the luxurious Indian Pacific and spent a wonderful week in Western Australia with our friend. We did all sorts of exciting activities such as swim with dolphins, patted koalas, frolicked in the paddocks with kangaroos, and we even visited some gnomes. We are now aboard a 2-week cruise on Virgin Voyages Resilient Lady. We have done a fair few cruises throughout our travels, but never have we tried Virgin Voyages. But we are very excited as we've heard they do things just a little bit differently. So over the next 2 weeks, we'll be spending a lot of time on this ship. We're going to be stopping in Australia, Tasmania and Sydney. We're also going to be making a few stops in New Zealand before we head to our final destination of Auckland. And in this video, we're going to give you a full ship tour to show you our living quarters. We'll give you an in-depth look into what our room is like, and we'll delve into the details on what exactly is included in our time on the ship. Are you excited, Ludwig?
Yes.
Our journey begins in Melbourne, a vibrant city located in the Australian state of Victoria. Melbourne is known for its diverse culture, dynamic art scene, and culinary excellence. The city boasts a mix of historic architecture, modern skyscrapers, and expansive parks. It is most renowned, however, for its coffee culture. Melbourne's laneways are lined with trendy cafes and street art, contributing to its reputation as one of the most livable cities in the world. As we only had one morning to spend here before boarding, a local Melburnian suggested we check out De Graves Street, one of the most well-known laneways in the city. So we experienced classic Melbourne by grabbing a latte and brunch at a trendy cafe in a laneway. Perfect. Shortly after our caffeine kick in the city, it was time to grab an Uber and head towards the port to check in. We had selected a check-in time a few days prior, and we chose the earliest time slot possible, which was around 2 p.m. The entire check-in process was seamless and took less than 30 minutes. This was probably because we entered most of our information prior to arrival via the app or website. Oh, and yes, there is a Virgin Voyages app that you are encouraged to download, but more on that later. We're handed these nifty little bracelets, which will be our key for our room and our wallet while on board. We ventured off to find our room, and after getting semi-lost and consulting with a crew member, we eventually found it. We booked what they call a lock-it-in insider rate, which basically means the cheapest possible interior room, allowing Virgin to select the room location for us. This is so different to any other cruise room that I've ever been in.
Fam, see. You see what I did there?
I see. We have experienced a balcony cabin before on our 2-week transatlantic cruise from Copenhagen to Boston. We were extremely happy and lucky to have been upgraded to a balcony room for that cruise, as it was the best way possible to experience the majestic Prince Christian Sound in Greenland. For this trip, however, we decided to keep it as cheap as possible, and thought that by staying in an interior room will not only save us a little bit of cash, but encourage us to hang out a little bit more around the ship. Which probably leaves you curious about how much we paid for this cruise. Well, I had my eye on this cruise for quite some time, as it fit perfectly with our Australian itinerary and was about the time we'd be needing to get back to New Zealand. We just could not, however, afford the $10,000 plus price tag. Funnily enough though, Black Friday rolled around and I took a cheeky peek at Virgin's website, thrilled to see that the cruise had come down to just under $5,000 Canadian, including taxes and fees. After a brief moment, considering if I should consult my fiance or not, I didn't hesitate to book within 5 minutes and decided to tell him about my spending antics later. This interior room is beautiful. Like, they have designed this so well. This is so modern and clean and everything feels very, very new.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Gotta watch a safety video and then be out by the mustard station.
Muster.
Muster.
Oh, hello. Hi, everybody. You better listen up.
After a quick stop at our mustard station, which literally took 5 minutes because we'd already watched the safety video in our room, we head to the galley, which is like a trendy food court, and it's basically Virgin's modern take on the usual cruise buffet. Oh, and I'll just address this Christmas tree here. Our cruise took place at the end of December, so naturally there were a few Christmassy details lingering around the place. And yes, this also means we celebrated New Year's on the ship, and we'll delve into exactly what that was like in the next episode. The galley is your go-to for a quick bite, meal, or pick-me-up throughout the day and night. This place features a mix of food truck-style carts. Each spot has a unique concept with signature dishes that change to suit breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Here you'll find a bakery and pastry shop, which, warning, we do spend a lot of time at over the next 2 weeks. A panini shop, a burger grill, a taco shack, a sushi bar with bento boxes, a noodle bar, a soup and salad stand, an ice block place, and a 24-hour American diner. It was almost impossible to choose, but we settled on the Impossible Burger. And even more exciting, it came with fries. Although simple, this was the perfect first meal on board. It was super well cooked, piping hot, and tasted very fresh. It was quite hard to comprehend that we had access to all of this indulgence for 2 whole weeks. Because, did we mention, all of this is included? Not only can we dine in the galley anytime we want, but there are 20 plus eateries on board this ship, and we can eat at every single one of them without purchasing a specialty dining package. Which, if you're new to this, it's the usual on a cruise. All the good stuff seems to cost extra. While at lunch, I took to the app to get booking. An experienced Virgin Voyager mentioned that if we were interested in the fitness classes on board, we best get booking as soon as we can, as they tend to sell out. Me being a complete fitness nerd, this was one of the main reasons I wanted to cruise with Virgin, as I'd heard all of the classes here were included. And just like the good food, these usually cost an additional fee too. I told you Virgin did things just a little differently. So I waste no time in selecting all of my upcoming workouts, including bar class, spin class, and a very interesting sounding bungee class. Watch this space.
As you enter the room, you are immediately greeted by this lovely drape that also doubles as your closet.
Which I might add has multiple drawers, an array of coat hangers, and a generous amount of room up above.
Right behind the drape you have a cupboard, which also doubles as another closet. Opposite the wardrobe, thermostat. I like it at the very bottom, but then Chloe yells at me at night times because it's too cold. So we'll keep it a little bit warmer than that.
Thank you.
We also have a bathroom, which is very handy. In this bathroom we have a toilet, a sink, and a mirror. Very large mirror. If you would follow me over on this side of the bathroom, we have a shower. As mentioned, big shower, lots of space. for activities, such as cleaning yourself.
Oh, and Ludwig didn't think to mention this, but they provided us with some very lovely body wash, shampoo, and conditioner.
There's a little string, which I use to dry my towel. This is the first cruise we've been on that has a... Is it called a rain head shower?
Rainfall?
Rainfall shower, maybe? And this bad boy, which you'd have to be very careful with, as Chloe figured out. If you turn the shower on and the door is open, the water will immediately flow straight out in the hallway. That was the bathroom, everyone.
I think what everyone's most excited to see though is our bedroom. So follow me. The bed is, I would say, a king. I think it might be a king. Ludwig really likes this bed. It's on the firm side. I much prefer a bed that you kind of sink into and you don't really move for the entire night. So it's a little bit firm for my liking, still really comfortable. The bedding is really crisp, nice. The pillows are really, really good. They're huge and fluffy and puffy. There was also this cozy little throw blanket, and I really appreciated the fact that they let us know it was freshly laundered for us. It definitely came in handy for our movie nights during the cruise. What I really like is there's this cute little sort of bedside table thing, and you can even pop this up on your bed to have dinner in bed. Pretty cool. And just down here there is a little random drawer thing that comes out. This is a perfect spot to pop shoes. And just above that is a rather odd sort of shelf ledge thing with a little tray. And I'm not sure what this is all about, but there are quite a few power outlets. But word of warning, we didn't really think ahead on this one. Usually I am quite a good planner with these little details, but if you're a Kiwi and an Aussie, you can only use American and European outlets. And that's something I didn't think about. So when we stop in Tasmania, I'm gonna buy an adapter. Luckily, we can still easily charge our phone since they have got the USB outlets. There are lots of these dotted around the ship too, I might add. What's really nice is that we've got a little fridge which has such a cool vibe. It's so wooden. Reminds me of the beach. Nothing inside the fridge for us to take, I don't think. No, just a fridge. We've got some fancy glasses, some drink bottles, which is really nice. We have a few little shelves down below and a really nice big desk with a cute little lamp. Over here, we have an iPad that can control basically everything you want in the room. We can control the lights just with a touch of a button. We can also change the room temperature via this iPad. This iPad also controls our entertainment for our TV. We have never been on a cruise before where movies and TV are included. Usually on a cruise we're watching some random news channel in a different language, or I think we were at one time watching Red Bull TV, which was cool, but it was the only channel we could kind of get into. So I was really surprised to see that there are just so many movies. It is so cool. You can choose some documentaries, musicals, rom-coms, music, action, so much. We also have a really beautiful circular mirror over here and some really nice artwork. Over here we have a nice little stool that's perfect to sit at the desk to do work, and Ludwig has a really nice little bedside table thing, and it's handy because when he wants to have breakfast or coffee in bed he can just put some stuff on.
We also have a chair over there that I utilize to sit in, and this long mirror.
And a thoughtful touch to top it off, waiting in our room for us upon arrival was a welcome card from Richard and the team, wishing us a nice holiday aboard the Resilient Lady, as well as these adorable little Christmas ornaments. We had a little information card covering how exactly our Bartab works and how to use the Virgin app. While there's no such thing as a drinks package aboard Virgin Voyages, instead they offer a program called a Bartab that lets you add a prepaid beverage credit to your account and you can earn bonus drink credits for free. You can then use your Bartab to pay for any drink served on board, including cocktails, wine, beer, fresh made smoothies, fresh juices, and specialty coffees. You'll still find the usual drinks are included, such as regular tea and coffee, juice and soda. We opted for the smallest bar tab available of $300, and as we purchased this ahead of time, we were gifted a bonus of $50. Yay! More lattes. The Virgin app was super easy to download, and on here we could find everything and anything. As you saw before, this is where you're able to book your fitness classes, and not only this, but you'll also use the app to book shows, activities, and of course make reservations for restaurants. The app will also give you a breakdown of your schedule coming up, available shore excursions, and lots of information regarding where we're going to be stopping and what to do there.
Now that you've seen all of this, let's look at the rest of the ship, because I haven't even seen it yet.
Alrighty, let's get on to the ship tour. The Resilient Lady ship is just absolutely stunning. Everything feels incredibly clean, modern, and brand new. I found out this ship didn't even begin sailing until 2023, so it's no wonder. There are 17 decks in total, and amongst that, there are 1,404 cabins and suites, some of which have really fancy names like these guys here. And for all of you fact lovers out there, this ship is 912 feet in length. It weighs a whopping 110,000 tons, and it can zoom through the ocean at a speed of 20 knots. I really do appreciate that they've made some simple comparisons on the website for those who are easily confused by large measurements. There are a total of 1,150 crew members, and the maximum capacity of sailors, aka guests, is 2,762. However, we did hear that our voyage was at just over half capacity, which I'm not gonna lie, we really enjoyed. For this portion of the video, I found this super duper nifty interactive map on Virgin Voyages website, and it's going to help me immensely with showing you around the place. So let's start with Deck 4. Actually, scratch that, there's nothing much here. Okay, Deck 5. Welcome. Deck 5 is home to 2 restaurants, Pink Agave, which is a classy Mexican joint. I'm already looking forward to showing you all of the food we ordered here during the cruise, but there is one dish we could not get enough of. Here you'll find the largest selection of tequila and mezcal at sea, which is exciting news for us margarita lovers. Also on this level is Razzle Dazzle. Razzle Dazzle. Very much a tongue twister there. Razzle Dazzle, which you'll see quickly becomes our favourite breakfast spot. This place not only looks bold and quirky, but the menu follows suit. Here they put a creative twist on classic American comfort food, also offering a huge variety of plant-based items. Deck 5 is where you'll find the Redemption Spa, which for obvious reasons I felt awkward filming, also think I would probably get in trouble as there might be naked people, but I took a look around here and trust me, it is bougie. There are thermal pools, a cold plunge, sauna, a steam room, and even a mud room, which I had never heard of before this. For an additional fee, you'll get 3 hours of access here to this place. There's also a spa menu with an array of treatments on offer. Deck 5 is where you can go if you have any questions, as you'll find sailor services, which basically means customer service. And it looks like on this level are a bunch of rooms like ours and the sea view, which I believe is the one with a window, but we were too cheap to upgrade to that.
These are the hallways we walk up and down every single day. This way leads to the food, and the gym, and the essentials. That way, I'm not actually sure. That's our room.
And I'm pretty sure at the end of these 2 weeks, I'm still going to be completely lost. The end of our 2-week transatlantic cruise, I still had no idea where I was, what direction anything was, and Ludwig seems to know these things. He's actually surprisingly good at directions on the cruise ship.
Like a human GPS. These are some of the stairs that I refuse to walk on. This is some of the elevators that I prefer to use. Welcome to the elevator. It's got mirrors here, 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 and here.
It's very red in here. Next up is Deck 6. Firstly, you'll find the Red Room, which is the ship's theatre. Here we watched most of our evening entertainment, such as musicians and magic shows. They also had daytime movies showing in here on occasion. There's the Manor, which is a disco nightclub ballroom of sorts. Another spot we frequently watched shows, including circus acts and comedians. This 2-story, 3-bar space is apparently named after Richard's first recording studio. There's a bar here called On the Rocks, which is focused on aged spirits poured over ice. This bar seemed like a center point for a lot of the bands and performances, showcasing something pretty much every single night. One of the more unique features on this ship is a tattoo studio. That's right, there's a tattoo studio in here, where I may find myself very soon. Watch this space. Oh, and in case I forget to mention it, this is an adults-only cruise. No kids allowed on here, which, after chatting to a few Virgin cruises, is a huge draw for a lot of them. There are 3 restaurants on this level. Most unusual is the Test Kitchen, a restaurant specifically designed for the boundary-pushing taste buds on board. The laboratory-like Test Kitchen is both an eatery and an unconventional cooking school. Here, the cooking techniques, presentation and flavours are explored in ways you've never seen. We enjoy dinner here while in New Zealand later in the series. There's The Wake, an upscale restaurant with a focus on steak and seafood. After speaking to a few cruises during our voyage, we noticed The Wake seemed to be a strong favourite amongst them. The Wake is located at the aft of the ship, boasting a grand staircase, giant light fixtures, large windows and very modern decor. Lastly, for the restaurants on this level is Extra Virgin, an Italian restaurant. It's where we spent our very first dinner aboard the ship. Extra Virgin serves regionally inspired Italian food ranging from handmade pasta to grilled meats, seafood to homemade gelato and affogato. It's also where we were handed some complimentary limoncello. Another thing I might mention is that tips are included with our cruise fare too. We appreciate that a lot, as tips can often be an unexpected addition at the end of a trip for some cruises. We like that Virgin have included this already, as it takes the guesswork out of it and helps us to relax during our voyage. On this level is also a smoking room, a casino bar, and a place they call the High Street. Basically, the place you can go for some retail therapy. You'll find jewellery, perfume, clothing, and in amongst all of that, there's even a barber shop and the dry dock, offering everything from blowouts and conditioning treatments to a brow bar and lash services. And then there's the roundabout, which is pretty much the atrium of the ship. This is a hive of activities, gatherings, musicians, game shows, and everything in between. There is always something happening here, and this beautiful round staircase leads you right up to level 7. There are these little interactive screens amongst the staircases and hallways that can help guide you if you find yourself a little lost and/or want to see what's going on that particular day. And here we are, guys. I'd like to welcome you to level 7. On this level, next to the Red Room, is a place called Groupy. It's a private karaoke place. What the heck? They literally have thought of everything on this ship. Close by, you'll stumble across one of the most aesthetic bars on the ship. There are so many nice bars on board. One of my favourite, which I think is the most aesthetic, is the Sip Lounge. This curated champagne lounge is specifically designed to satisfy all of your bubbles, caviar, and other glamorous needs. This is where we have high tea. This is where we can get some champagne, some fancy bits and pieces. They also sell croissants, or sell everything's for free pretty much, so just grab a croissant and go. Free was the wrong choice of wording. Included, I should say. There's the Drought House, a casual yet stylish bar featuring a variety of beers on tap, a wide range of artisanal bottles, and intriguing shot cocktails. Next to that is a record shop, a place to book your next cruise, and loads of really nice seating around the place. Now, Ludwig's favourite spot on this level, you ask? Why, it's this ice cream shop just here that boasts some of the most delicious and unique flavours we've ever seen. Like this key lime pie we enjoyed way too many times. This level also offers a really nice little loungy area to chill out outside if you wish. And one of the most visited spots during our voyage was no doubt the Grounds Club, which was the perfect spot to caffeinate with super friendly staff, incredible coffee, delicious treats, and a really nice atmosphere. There's the Social Club, a casual hangout joint with staples like popcorn, pretzels, hot dogs, milkshakes, and even candy. Activities such as quiz nights, trivia, and karaoke seem to be hosted here almost all the time. Here you can also play a game of air hockey, shuffleboard, foosball, and the coolest part is that there are so many board games to choose from. We really liked this part of the ship. And the bars seemingly never end. Next to the social club is yet another one, called the Loose Cannon, which is a nautically themed dive bar inspired by the seaside bars in Brighton, UK. On the hunt for even more entertainment, there's also an arcade. Level 7 is also home to the pizza place, which is literally open till like 2 a.m, well past our bedtime. This surprisingly ended up being a go-to for us if we weren't in the mood for a sit-down dinner, because let me tell you, the pizza blew our minds. Toward the aft of the ship, there are these little photo ops, which are pretty cute. And then there's the dock bar, offering a cozy blend of indoor and outdoor lounging. Inside is the most beautiful Mediterranean-inspired lounge that felt just too perfect and too pretty. I referred to it as the furniture shop. Welcome to what I call the furniture store. And outside, you can lay on the daybeds, enjoy refreshing drinks, light bites, and they'll often have live music. It's a really relaxing place to watch the ship's tracks fade into the distance.
There's toilets everywhere.
Decks 8 through to 14 appear to just be rooms really, but rooms with really cool names. Cheeky Corner Suite? Seriously, I have to stay in that one day. And as you can see, there are a few different cabins on offer, such as the Sea Terrace, which basically means balcony. There are also the Rockstar Quarters, which are the fanciest cabins you can have. They even have their own little section up top, which I'll show you in a bit. And we approach deck 15, where things get interesting once again. Okay, let's start with the scene? Hey, what's that? Never heard of it. Oh, exclusive event space, that'll be why. Well, haven't been there, but across from that is the tune-up, which while sitting and staring at the insanely relaxing view, you can also get a luxurious manicure and pedicure. Divided into two goal-orientated sections, decked with state-of-the-art techno-gym equipment, is the fitness centre, which I might add is the best gym I've ever experienced on a cruise. One side is cardio-focused, the other strength-focused. And as I mentioned before, there are so many fitness classes on offer that I'll definitely be trying during our 2 weeks on board. Ow! There are 2 giant pools. Haven't been in them, so don't know if it's warm or cold. There are also a bunch of hot tubs scattered around the place. I feel like I've counted 4 hot tubs. However, there is a little private section up the front of the ship for, I believe, Rockstar Quarters, or like the fancy rooms. The VIP section. It's called Richard's Rooftop. That will be us next time. Watch this space. Just outside the gym is the Wellbeing Pool and the Gym and Tonic Bar. Love the play on words there. Here you can nab yourself a healthy post-workout smoothie or fresh-made juice. And a little further down there's also the Aquatic Club and Bar, which is the larger of the 2 pool areas. This is the perfect place for lounging and sipping on cocktails. Now, I've already shown you the galley, but what I didn't show you is that the galley does have a lovely and very spacious outdoor section, so you can always take your food court food out there if you wish. Next to the galley, you'll find another restaurant. This one is called Gumbai, and it's the first Korean barbecue at sea. Gumbai is a really social restaurant where you'll be set with a bunch of other cruisers. Here you can expect to eat a ton of delicious food. Seriously, you will not walk out of here hungry. You can also expect to play a fair few drinking games. Oh, I would also like to add that the music they play around the ship is just sensational. And just outside the galley is Grounds Club 2. Another one of them. There's 2 of them. It's a Grounds Club 2. Finally, we're almost there. Just kidding, this is really fun. This video is just taking me a long time to make, so I'll just take this little moment to remind you to please click on that thumbs up button, and while you're there, hit that subscribe button as well if you're enjoying the video, as it really helps us to continue making these videos. Okay, we're at deck 16. This is where you're going to gain access to Richard's Rooftop, if you're one of those fancy peeps. Up here obviously boasts spectacular views of everything, and there is heaps of seating to do so. There are sunbeds, cute little cabana seats, tables and chairs.
It's really hot. because I've been out in the sun. Ouchies, burned my thigh.
There are also a couple of bars up here, such as the Sun Club, which is overlooking the pool area, and around the back is the Athletic Bar. This is a pool deck with the sophisticated glam of a contemporary yacht. And again, you'll have never-ending options of seating, including this awesome red couch thing.
There's a net on the 16th floor, and it's open underneath, so you get direct view to the first floor, I guess, to the ocean. A lot of outdoor showers.
Up here, there is just one spot to grab a bite, and that is the Sun Club Cafe, serving up simple poke bowls and other little snacks. There's an athletic club up here, just next to the bar, complete with a basketball court, pickleball, and even giant chess and twister. There is seriously an option for everyone to stay active, no matter your preference. Oh, and how could I leave out the awesome net swings and adult seesaw?
It's not so much fun by yourself.
Deck 16 is where you're going to find the training camp. Yes, another fitness thing. This is where you'll go for most of your group workout sessions, from indoor functional training sessions to outdoor HIIT workouts. It even has a boxing ring. Later in the series, I'm literally lunging next to the Sydney Opera House. Wild. The last deck we're going to take a look at is Deck 17. Up here is the Runway, a bright red running track that forms a 255 metre-ish runway around a portion of the ship. And in amongst that, there is a place called the Perch, which is a peaceful, ambient spot away from the bustling main areas of the ship. Here is where outdoor yoga takes place, and as we found out later in the cruise, the Perch is also where you can sunbathe in freedom, aka topless. We spent the afternoon touring the ship, drinking a few too many complimentary champagnes, a very nice touch I might add, and attempting to get lots of cheers shots. There was a lively sail away party happening with a DJ and a drag queen who introduced all of our entertainment crew, but I was a little distracted by the insane views of Melbourne. Just wow. So exciting news for you guys, we have a whole new series for you. I think we've got roughly 5 episodes planned, and this is just sort of an intro to show you what we'll be up to for the next 2 weeks. It's our first time experiencing a Virgin cruise.
But we are not cruise virgins.
We are not.
Bad joke.
We've cruised with Norwegian, Royal Caribbean, and myself, Carnival. When I heard about Virgin Voyages, I couldn't quite believe it.
Came out of nowhere.
Too many champagnes. He's already said he's ready for bed. Can you
About
believe
starting to rock.
it? Yeah, it's so soothing. If you haven't
Yeah.
been on a cruise before, it's really soothing. The movement is just, well, you really can feel the motion of the ocean.
It's quite nice.
I've got spin class, I've got HIIT class, I've got circuit functional training, I've got morning sunrise yoga out on the deck, I've got bungee suspension yoga fitness class, what's something or other that Ludwig's actually joining me on, surprisingly. It is going to be an action-packed fitness bonanza. Bonanza? Now who's doing it wrong? This is going to be an action-packed fitness bonanza.
This is the first time we've had a TV in the room on a cruise.
No, we had one in our last room.
We do?
Yeah! Remember the one that's kind of swiveled?
We watched Red Bull channel, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Scratch that butt. Okay. On this cruise, there is no buffet. Would you call them like food trucks, kind of? Like little stalls of different foods?
Feels like a fancy food court.
Yeah, food court.
It is so impressive. We've literally only had a burger and fries and a couple of desserts today, and holy moly, my mind is blown. If that is any inkling or indication, if that is any indication on how good this food is going to be on the cruise, I'm glad I've booked in for all of those spin classes, Ludi. Let me tell you that much.